Alright, good day everyone, and welcome to MRBC Week 3, Division B of Asia Pacific region. Tonight we're going to have the Darkstar Alliance against the Ghost Bear Kodiak Pride. So, yeah, get keen for that. The teams are just getting ready in lobby, and tonight the casters are myself, JZ from 228, and Just Call Me Ash from 54MR, and Spudshed.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to Friday night drunk ship dropship on the MRBC channel. As Jay-Z said, Ash from the 54MR Oceanic Spudshed team. My first cast the other night, and I liked it so much that I'm back here for some more punishment this evening. Thanks for having us along, Jay. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for hopping on. Because you know what, let's just cast this here. So we're doing that. One's drunk, one's sick. You figure out who's who, and yeah, teams are almost ready. So hang on a second. To change back to drop one. The drop one is on polar. Is domination, 4 lights, 4 mediums. So what do you expect to see, Ash?
Tonight, what we've got? We have DSA on team 1 and GBK on team 2. So I would expect that we're going to have the old push on the top side, push on the bottom side. Now, what happens in the old orange is somewhere here in the middle. It'll depend on where GBK push, depends on where DSA push. It'll also depend on whether some of the GBKP guys might have perhaps large pulse. I'm a little bit of a fan on it on this map because there's some hills you can actually sort of set up on around the back corners here, and same for DSA. You can actually use a little bit of range here over the back to hold them off, put down some early covering fire, and essentially put your team off, you know, put your opponent off, you know, that you're large pulsing them or ranging them with ER mediums, or even medium pulse works pretty well as well. You know, you're shooting out to 500 meters and still tickling a little bit of armor, so wait and see whether it's going to be all in brawl or maybe a bit of a mixed deck.
Sounds good. Alright, teams are ready, so I think we can get the show on the road.
Beautiful. This will be good. Wait for the dropships to obviously hit the ground. Teams are all set. It's an interesting spread of teams and lancers there from Team 2. Team 1 is actually pretty heavily stacked in 2 lancers. So, yeah, we'll wait and see once we hit the ground what sort of mechs they have and how these guys are actually going to go about it.
And you have the trigger, so when you're ready, punch it.
Yeah, I just realised that I've got the launch control for the drops tonight. So we're about 30 seconds behind where we should be, but that's cool because it's Friday night and I've had a few beers, so bugger it.
No worries. So Polar Highlands spawns don't really matter too much.
Right now we have the old can on a Friday night. Beautiful, thank you.
Righto. So let's have a look at the builds. So Ash, do you want to do DSA's builds?
I will quite happily do the DSA side once we get some dropships in, yep.
Meantime, I'm just going to fly around the map a bit. You can see it's a very open map. You know, some hills, no major terrain, just a lot of little hills, rocks, valleys. A couple of generators here to keep the domination timer in check. And this central spire here is where most of the fighting will be around, in this green circle on the mini-map. Alright, dropships are arriving.
Okay, so DSA we have an Arctic Cheetah, Raven 4X, a Stormcrow, Hunchback 2CA, a Locust, Phoenix Hawk, Raven 3L, so doubling up on Ravens but not necessarily the same variant, and a Cicada 3M.
Very interesting, and of particular note is the Nova build with SRM's medium pulse. Alright, so for Ghost Bears we have ER Large Raven, ER Large medium Stormcrow, ER Large Phoenix Hawk, Small Pulse Locust, ER Large Raven, ER Large Arctic Cheetah, and a triple ER Large Cicada, and finally a triple ER Large Hunchback 2CH, only 3. Alright, so this is crazy range for a drop one. It's probably the most ranged drop one I've ever seen.
Yeah, we're definitely looking at a bit of range here on both guys, actually. So this could... I'm not sure how this drop's going to go now, actually, to be honest. Looking at the map,
Oh,
the
look
way
at the
the guys
perfect
are
timing on
spreading
the
out.
cap. Cap time
Yeah.
at 1 minute each side. Oh no, no, DSA gets the... Sorry, DSA does get a lead on it.
So we've got 3 guys here from Ghost Bear Kodiak Pride moving up to the circle already, setting up positions. And what have we got? A Raven from the Darkstar Alliance, just touching the edge of the circle. Now, if you look up towards the top end of the map, we've got 4 mechs looking towards the alpha point of Ghost Bear Kodiak Pride. And there's a bit of trading going on out the back there, definitely. 4 mechs on 1, actually. 4 mechs on 1. That spider is... Oh, that spider's taken a couple of hits. Needs to move a little bit, which would be good right now.
Spy down to 93%, but overall, most things pretty fresh. Captain Alt F4 is Stormcrow down at 90% for DSA. So damage is pretty close across the board. See at these long range trades here. You see his mechs, they're shooting each other about 1,000 meters.
Yeah, we've got some serious long range going on here. Honestly, this is the first time I've seen something like this done on this map. Normally it's an all-in brawl. We've got a bit of a fight going on here down the bottom end of the map as well now. I think the GBKP guys have realised that there's 3 mechs alone, actually, and they're putting some quite significant fire down. Not connecting just yet on the DSA guys. Well, let's see what happens. They're about to roll around the right-hand side of the map.
Well, see GBKP getting almost sandwiched by Darkstar Alliance. Let's see if Darkstar Alliance can get the advantage of that and pick off some mechs. In the meanwhile, their light is just going to run like a madman to get out of there.
And looking at JPKB boys, they've got some. They're in for the brawl by the look of this. They need to brawl. They want to brawl. DSA have brought extreme range. Little bit of a secret here. I was dropping with them earlier tonight, and their first drop was focusing on a little bit of range. So it's actually really good to see they're actually going to stick true to what they're going to be doing tonight.
There's some light VLI happening here on the Ravens from DSA getting engaged by a Spider and a Hunchback. More Ghost Bear mechs coming to attack these Ravens.
Yeah, okay, Spider from Swinboy is engaged. He's engaged 70%, and Paddox and the Ravens, the 2 Ravens are copping a beating. The Ghost Bear Kodiak Pride guys have realised this. The GBKP have realised there's 3 mechs on their own. 3 mechs on their own, and they're moving in. They're moving in for the kills. But DSA have coming in the back. So we've got Outie Man and Ben Canner coming in behind them. They've got reinforcements coming in. What is it? Captain Alt 4 and Timothy Shrimp. The Shrimp's... Oh, airstrike! Look at that on Vex. Awesome.
Airstrike's going for both teams.
That was a great airstrike there.
DSA landing theirs. And Vex Hunchback is 1 shot from dead.
Ooh, Shrimp Boy 50%. We have, what is it, Colonel Radman and the Griffin 3M pushing in. Oh, there's a coordinated push coming here from GBKP.
Paddox and the Raven goes down.
They're pushing over to Ben Canner in the Hunchback 2C. He's about to take a beating. Oh, it's on. Oh, yeah, Ben is down. The focus fire. Next target. Who is that? Oh, sorry, that was Ben Canner getting a kill then. Awesome. We've got Shrin Boy. Okay, so Ben is now alone.
Locust just got legged.
A little bit of focused. Yep. Oh, geez, look at the damage. The spread here from GBKP is awesome. They are really focusing fire quite well here. Outie Man's coming down. The percentages are coming down. Vexed is actually twisting like
Shrimp
a
getting
boss.
focused.
Yeah, he's
in
doing
Phoenix
very
Hawk. There's a split of engagement here. We have a Naviga Stormcrow splitting off from the main fight. It looks like Ghost Bears have a bit better focus fire happening and a few more mechs engaged.
If there's 3 separate fights here, we've got 2's down, two fights now.
3 to 1 in
basically
favour
have
of Ghost
3
Bear.
on 1. Yep, Cicada, he's in trouble. Oh yeah, Outie Man, he's in deep trouble. And Captain of 4, he's about to be in trouble. He's not right now, but he will be in a second once they clean up the Arctic Cheetah of Anti out the back there. Ooh, interesting. Captain of 4
legs there.
is twisting. I think he's legged in over. 50-50's been legged. Well done, Captain, to leg in over there. That was really well done. And that's a win to GBKP.
Yes, it is. Let's see how many died.
This is going to be interesting. It is interesting looking at the fact that there's only 1 mech dead on the GBKP side, but nonetheless, most of them were under 50%, well under, actually. So.
Yeah, GBKP doing a good job there, cycling out the hurt mechs, and they have more mechs engaged at a time. So with DSA, they were really spread out to use the ELRs, but I think they're a bit way too spread out, and that really hurt them in getting the Yeah, the kills I need to get.
What,
But
what do
look,
you see on the damage numbers? What are they
well,
telling you?
Audi man in the car 3M 437 for uh, DSA topping it with a 3-year large build, getting that range. Followed behind by Ben Carter for the winning team, GBKP. They still Havoc in the Stormcrow, topping out with some good numbers from Spider, Hunchback, and the Cheetahs, which is interesting because Cheetahs with the year large builds usually don't put out too much damage. So, yeah, good work by
Listen,
GBKP and keeping the mechs alive.
I agree. Yep, no, very good damage printing there, and good armor rotation, and that's what it's about a lot of the time. Is essentially rotating your armor, rotating your mechs, and making sure they stay alive. Basically, that's the key. Sometimes, if you've lost a few percent, taking a little bit of a beating, rotate out, let someone else take the front.
Righto, let's just tally up the points. I'm just putting them in now, and we will see how we're looking. Of course, guest days will be ahead. The next map is on Mining Collective. Changes map over mining, and what do you expect to see on mining? Sorry, Viridian Bog. Viridian Bog. What do you expect to see there?
I was about to say I've got Viridian Bog set up in the lobby in about 3 or 4 seconds once I get there.
No worries.
Maybe, do you want to talk us through the strat while I set up the lobby, and then I can maybe go through what I think will happen, and you go through what might happen.
Yep, no worries. Alright, let's update some scores here. Right, so 350 rep for Ghost Bear and 25 for DSA to start off with. Let's bring this map straight up. Righto, so there's a few different things to do. You have the good old parkour strat where you jump on top of something tall. So areas on Team 1 side you can parkour on. This is a pretty far back one, but it is doable. A couple around here that you can get up onto.
Yep.
So this is sort of the parkour strats. And you get up here if you want, or up here. Yeah. So, however, if you want to brawl it, brawl lanes, you could do this. This is viable. You can come from this side, control this area, and basically hold 3 cap this way. Or alternately, what I have seen LTs do is from Alpha walk out this side, control Theta, these 3 on this side. Just push up, just try to control Theta, Kappa, and Sig.
What do you think after the previous drop, seeing that DSA went for a very, very long range based engagement on a domination on Polar? Do you think they're going to do range match perhaps?
It's anyone's guess, to be honest. Range is difficult to pull off. I mean, it requires a bit more discipline than Brawl, of course. Look, honestly, I don't know. I didn't expect ER larges on drop 1. I honestly expect ER larges on drop 1, and I think the mixed range of GBKP last match really, really helped them out. Be a lot more heat efficient when the push finally came. So, given how they went last drop, the more heat efficient brawler drop deck definitely outperforms the full range one. So, on mining, Viridian, which is a lot closer range map, who knows? I would expect GBKP to be mostly brawl. DSA, not so sure.
I would love to see a brawl push on this map. I'm a big fan of it. You can do range as well, quite well from, like you said, through the Fox 5 to Echo 4 regions as Team 1 and essentially set up to receive. I think the key here is taking Theta early. If you can take Theta early and win that fight that is usually on at Theta, whether it's 1 or 2 mechs, I think that can definitely set you up for essentially the rest of the game if you can control Theta.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you gotta be careful that Theta can become a kill box, depending on what's shooting you or what's above you. So you just gotta be careful that you don't really have big mechs shooting down into there and swinging that fight. So sometimes, I guess in my view, I feel Team 2 has a couple more options than Team 1 in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by no means I think it's heavily asymmetric, but I think Team 2 just has multiple different angles to shoot from. Team 1 probably only has about 2 or so that are really, really strong. Just because if you look at it from Team 1 side, you get 1 cap Gamma easy, 2 cap Eps easy. The third cap, I think, is easier for on Team 2 side. The Theta point is easier from Team 2 side to hold. So if you're relying on a range game, you need a cap control to be able to stay at range. Once the caps have got it against you, you pretty much have to push in, and that can cause a whole world of hurt.
I would definitely agree there. Definitely, the Overwatch from Echo 6 down towards Theta can be paramount for this map. So it will depend on what team maybe might be doing a more of a range deck or perhaps more of a push deck, or brawly deck or skirmish even. You can actually do a skirmish deck quite effectively on this map too. So it'll be quite interesting to see how these guys are going to go.
Right, so let's just have a look at the team rosters because we didn't do that earlier. So look at DSA's roster. There's a massive list there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of names on there. Any names you particularly recognise or stand out?
I can't see the roster because I haven't done my homework tonight. A little bit,
Yeah, no worries.
slack.
Well, there's a
Look,
lot
most
of
of the
those guys.
DSA guys
Yeah.
and GBKP guys, they're all Oceanics. We've dropped with these guys before, yourself, myself. We know what both these teams are capable of, and in Div B, I think these guys are really well suited actually to tonight's fight. I think this could go like a lot of the other US drops with a 3-2 tonight.
Oh, mate, don't we know that one? Uh, so, yeah, no, DSA's been around for a long time. In fact, they were, I'm pretty sure, along with us and OMC, have been in every MRBC since season 5 when the AP region started, having an MRBC AP region. So they've been in for the long haul, been around for a long time. There's a bunch of pilots there like Alzans, Captain Alzan4, being kind of those guys. He's seen them for a very long time. I did say Cassandra too. But been playing competitive for, well, probably 3 years more now. So there's a lot of experience there, and with that amount of names on this huge roster, scrolling off the screen really, yeah, there's a lot of depth to who they can field and whoever rocks up.
Absolutely, mate. I totally agree. DSA have definitely got a good bunch of guys to choose from. I guess that depends. Is the advantage in having a small list or a large list? A big list of good players or a small list of dedicated players, and that is generally the big issue with trying to manage a list and a team is how do you cycle in and how do you cycle out? They're all good players in DSA, and same for GBKP. I've dropped with those guys as well a lot, being an Oceanic guy as yourself. These guys know what is going on in their division, and we've got to be reminded of these guys are in this division because that's where they're at in the game. They enjoy it and they play for fun. And this is what tonight is about: having some fun and also maybe beating up some other guy on the opposite side of the field when you're ready.
Yeah, just looking at the GBKP roster now. So, led by Sean Karenskov. You know, I've personally scrimped both these teams, and very very easy to work with these guys. Get scrims with them, and been a pleasure. So these guys I think have been here for a while. Probably maybe not as long as DSA, but there's quite a few familiar names there. So you got Sean Karenskov, of course, 50-50. There's a few names there I'm trying to see. He's a bit tiny, but Eternal Havoc's been here for ages too. Yeah, so River Obstacles. I think a couple of these guys were in that test season of MWA as well.
Yeah,
As,
right.
as well
Right.
as
Okay.
DSA Cassandra from DSA side was in the test season of MechWarrior Arena 1v1s, which is MRBC's 1v1 spin-off.
Ah, very good. So we've got the guys setting up in lobbies right now. DSA are locked in as Team 1, ready to rock and roll. We have the GBKP boys just moving, switching lenses around as if it's no one's business. So maybe they're debating their strategies. Or maybe they're not. But look, they're all locked in and we're ready to launch. So 15, 20 seconds and we'll see what is going to happen on the next match. I'm excited about this drop. I love Viridian Bog. It is such a... You could go two ways on this map, mate. I love it.
Oh man, it's pretty good too. I do like the map. I just hate making mistakes on this map.
I guess that is the problem with this map. You make a mistake, you pay for it.
Oh man, you're screwed.
Some maps you can recover. I don't think on Viridian Bog it is as easy to recover as some other maps. If you push into the wrong corner or you push into the wrong area, perhaps you kind of end up in a little bit of I won't say it too loudly shit because I'm not allowed to say and swear on the stream, but you can end up in a bit of poo poo if you push the wrong area at the wrong time.
Yeah, no worries. On DSA's team, we've got a Forza 5D. What am I saying? I build Night Cheetah, Huntsman, Hunchback, Night Gear, and what else do we have? Griffin, Firestarter. There we go. So what we have on the other side, on
The
GBKP.
GBKP side, we've got a Timberwolf Stormcrow Nike. Oh, Nike, I like a Nike. Spider Griffin 3M, so he's going to be SRMs, well, hopefully not Lerms. An Arctic Cheetah, a Nova Sea, and another. Oh, sorry, a Shadow Cat actually. So no doubling up on the team of Ghost Bear Kodiak Pride. Interesting selections.
Just looking at the weaponry there, the Rangers for DSA, they've got ER large again, ER large Gauss double, so dual ER large, dual Gauss on the Nike, and a bunch of ER larges throughout the team for DSA, so definitely going to the range. And they get Theta too, so they got the cap game, ready to sit back and range it out.
Yeah, look, GPKP have left Theta alone here. I'm not sure right now if that is the wisest decision. It looks like they're set up to brawl. The Nike is probably going to do some Overwatch. Just let me have a quick look at some builds. Yeah, it could be. Could be doing. I'm not sure. I think leaving Theta alone could actually cause a little bit of problem here, man. I'm not sure.
Push
What
apps.
do you think?
They could just go crush apps and go screw it. We got brawl. Let's just do it. I mean, if you face a bunch of ER larges, like okay, you got to be thinking, what do we do? Do we just like run away and just cap stuff, or do we just W key it and just go, yeah, screw it? And that's basic decision making that a brawl versus range team needs to make. We see him not taking too much damage at the moment, although Sean Krone's got on the Timber is down about 91. And play for Eps is happening right now.
Trades there. Good trades against DSA. Look at that. Look at those percentage. They're not dropping too hard just yet, but looking at the GBKP boys, they are a brawl deck. They are mid-range to short-range to skirmish. So a lot of SRMs. The Nike from Vexed is UAC 5, so a little bit of covering fire.
You got range with that too, so you countered the poke game with that with some bit of burst DPS. A good strike on that plateau. Really messed up that Hunchback and Huntsman up there. Timothy and Benkana down into 86 and 71 respectively.
Now there is a flank coming from GPKP down towards Theta here. Whose mech is that down below here? What do we have? I die easy. Well, he may die easy here, mate. He may actually go here because he's in trouble. There are a bunch of mechs pushing on him to capture Theta. I think what GBKP here are doing is maybe looking to control the caps and then force DSA to come in. They've realised that they're at range, perhaps. Oh, I die easy.
Oh, that jump gonna work? Oh, he got the jump.
Oh, he jumped over the hill.
He made it.
Well done, Ido Easy. Get out of there, son.
He's made it there. I mean, it did cost him data, but it didn't cost him his life. In the main fight here, DSA's got a huge numerical advantage, though. They can easily hold Eps. With that scouting information, do you reckon I'll counter push these two over near Kappa?
Well, I think they were, but I think the guys at near Kappa, or they were at Epsilon in a second, have kind of realised Shinboy and Remover obstacles, that they need to get the hell out of there. The Shadowcat Prime from Remover has large pulses, actually, so he's very set up for a bit of long-range trading. That said, we've got Timothy Shrimp here with ER Larges, I think, at the look of it, so he's set up to trade a lot better than Remover is with his Clan Large Pulse.
Yeah, no.
Especially, we're talking nearly 1,100 meters here, a little bit over that. So those large pulses are probably not doing too much unless they're at 850, and even then, they're only giving him a little bit of a tickle.
Well, the cap game now in favour of Ghost Bears. They're just going to hold down and go, you know what, we're brawl. You can come to us now. We don't running around and getting laser poked by your big.
I really like this move from GBKP. Honestly, this is a great maneuver to push Theta and take control of it. Because this now really does force DSA, not yet, but maybe in a minute or two, to make an... Oh, here we go, on Kappa. We've got a mech coming around the back here.
Ido Easy going for another cap.
Oh,
Getting shoot away by the Stormcrow.
That he's going to be in a deep bit of poo-poo, because Eternal has realised what's going on here.
Well, small pulse on that Stormcrow there, so...
Yep.
That's a lot. You don't want to deal with that. Ever.
Yeah, the 12 small pulse Stormcrow is going to cause some absolute agony if you try and to hurt him. Now we've got Mr. Paddox here, and he's doing a little bit of trading in the back corner here of the map. Not too bad, 92%. He's doing quite well with what he's up to. I'm not sure what loadout is on his Griffin 2N. I might have a quick look at that.
This GBKP has got to keep their trades down to a manageable level. Gets the Griffin 1N, which I believe is 3 energy in the arm. And there you go, 3 ER larges in the right arm. on the
Yeah,
one
so
end.
yeah, Mr. Paddock's with 3 large on the Griffin 1N. I honestly have not seen that before. I didn't even know that variant could run 3 larges, so
Yeah,
there
usually
you
I
go.
see that build on the Shadowhawk 2K. It's got a lot better mech for that.
And
But,
you know what? He's winning his trades. He's actually winning his trades against those guys sitting against the center
well,
point here in Echo 5. This
he's
is great.
he's got some trees here. He's got Benkana with him too. So every time
Yeah.
someone tries against him, he's got they have two mechs looking at him. So this really locks down that top position where
Do you see what I see? Where they're all balling up here on
yeah,
one
yeah.
side of
Oh,
the hill,
they're
and the
staging
other
for an
side of the
Eps rush,
hill.
I reckon.
I think I know what's about to happen here. I think there's a brawl push coming. I get a
But
feeling,
there's
man.
no
I
one
get a
over the other
feeling.
side. They have to wrap all the way around again to see the Huntsman, Nike. You know what? The Huntsman, Nike, and Enforcer up top there. They're pretty close to the brawl deck. Like they're not at extreme range like their builds are. You look at this Nike, it's dual gas, dual
Yep.
large.
Yep.
The Enforcer's 3 large, and they're up here 4 large on the Huntsman. They're up here
If,
right.
if these guys come around the corner on Audi Man, or Audi Man's dropped down, I think he might realise what's about to happen. But if they come around this corner now, Ghost Bear, Kodiak, Pride, DSA are going to be in big trouble. Sean Karanskov down low in his Timberwolf, he's having a bit of a look.
Beta
I'm not
mechs
sure
for
he
GBKP pretty hurt.
realises. Yeah, I don't think he realises that there's no one around that corner yet to actually make the push. If he does realise and he pushes around, I think DSA are in some big trouble here in about 30 seconds.
Well, Sean's
See
got lead a low is wrapping low by himself at the moment. His teammates are up high. Seismic looks like has been notified. No, actually they're shooting someone else. Shooting all the way across to Eps on the Spider.
Boy, yep.
So Sean's hidden underneath them with that brawl timber.
Sean knows what's going on here, man. He's got seismic sensors. You can tell he stopped and he knows that there's a cheater here. It is on. The brawl is on, I think. It's about to start. I'm not sure removal needs to be here, though, with large pulse. Oh dear. Oh, dear. Sean just copped an absolute beating to the face. Absolute face beating right then.
Benkana takes that 50-50 in the Nova. That's the immediate pulse. That's from Nova is down. Paddock's on the Griffin is pretty hurt. Looks like they had some pretty rough trades. Although GBKP now low grounded, up against a wall, not where you want to be. There's a spider poking, but really, DSA has a slight armor advantage.
Going on here. We've got a fight going on to Theta. We've got a fight going on here in Echo 5 on the back side of the hill. It is an all for everybody right now. We've got
Well,
Nike
GBKP
up
winning
high.
that Theta fight.
Oh, this is crazy, mate. There's like 3 fights going on right now. What is going on?
Well,
We've
IDA
got
Easy,
fights
the
running.
5-star, is a bit disengaged. He's gotten out the Theta fight. He's like, screw that thing's over. Let's just go find the big guys. And he
So
managed to
we've got
find a Griffin.
Yeah, we've got a Turtle Havoc coming back here on the right-hand side in his 12th hole small crow. Now he's going to have a lot of heat here. I think this Arctic Cheetah could actually be in some deep trouble here. If Eternal finds where this cheetah is, he's in trouble. I think
Different range.
Nick and Remover on the back side of the other side of the hill, which is the DSA side, are about to die. In all honesty.
Let's look what's happening. Big picture though. This is Conquest.
Oh,
Look at the
bang,
caps.
down.
The caps are going in Ghost Bear Cody Pride's favour. There's pretty much an unreturnable lead. So DSA is finally pushing in a bit late. Just trying to get something happening. But IDA Easy just dies on Kappa. And cap control victory will go to Ghost Bear Cody Pride. Can they get a 5th kill? And they get the 5th kill for the bonus.
Bang! Nice work, Sean. Nice work. Wow, man, that was a very interesting match. Really interesting. Glad you were watching the caps because I wasn't.
Alright, let's look at the scores. Who shot what? Pretty low scoring overall. As you know, evident by not every mech dying. Vex to the Nike doing quite excellent damage. Really, the dagger, not dagger separation. Justice team backing up nicely. That Charlie Lance, Shadowcat, Nova, Stormcrow, respectable scores. And over DSA side, Hunchback, Nike, and Griffin one end being the 3 top scorers there. Mr. Pack's doing a really good job trading on the side. At Julia Large, Nike getting some shots in, although I believe K2V Safe was on the ground a lot. So his lines were pretty risky. And Ben Carter up there with Mr. Paddock's really, yeah, that position there really gave him quite a bit of damage. But not enough to control the caps and get the win.
Yeah, you can kind of see that they were trading at basically extreme long range, you know, to do 260 damage over 8 minutes or whatever, you know, you're basically trading not too far off your max range. So they had the good range advantage, I think, then DSA, but I think losing Theta mid through the game kind of hurt a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a lot of range poking there, a lot of shooting just on, like you said, limits of the range. So, over 1,000 meters with NSV larges, you're probably going to drop off of about 40% of your damage dropped off right there. And that's assuming you can even hold the burn on them. On the bet on
Well,
that
that's it
range is
too, man. You gotta,
very
you
difficult.
gotta. As I learnt last week doing some 1v1s, if you have the wrong mouse setting, you can't kill anything, mate. If you have a really, really shitty mouse setting and your sensitivity is too high, you're going to spray your damage all over it as if you're trying to piss in the toilet at 2 o'clock in the morning, So you really have to be really, really good and trained at long range to make that sort of stuff work in your favor, essentially.
Oh yeah, that's assuming they're sober. So, look at the map here. Looked about some stuff. I'm just gonna wipe it. It seems like initially, Ghostbear just came up like, what? We'll get a bit of control over here, a bit of control over here on the back. We're not gonna peek our heads up too high. Got a small movement coming in up here
Yep.
at some stage. The DSA was pretty well set up. Got here. Later on in the match, I think it was here or here. They had two mechs. As the main damages. With a really good sight line right down the back here, right where their main force was, and there might have been a slight offline from this corner with Theta, which Theta was quite a lot of mechs died there really. It's a bit
There
of
was
a
some good fighting. I agree, at Theta. That was where the main battle was had this match, to be honest, for sure.
well, Theta I think was contested multiple times. Epsilon was contested multiple times, and even Kappa got contested as well. So obviously, with two of those caps being contested in Ghostbear's favour, and one of them, and that was really only minimally contested in DSA's favour, you see how the cap game, despite sustained aggression and poking and running away, and just straight up shenaniganry, Ghostbear's just edged out more points over time. Just the longer it went, the more caps they got, and until they happily won it out. And obviously, the fight was going in their favour too. So as DSA got more and more desperate to bring the caps back. So
True.
what do you reckon DSA could have done then? Do you reckon they could have thrown a few more mechs on Theta earlier?
You know what I wanted to see then? I wanted to see GBKP push and go on. Like, get aggressive, get into them. Once you sort of realise that a team is playing ranged, I mean, even though GBKP won that drop, they're playing a super ERL game. Get in their face. You got a little bit less range. You got your Dakar, your AC5s. They got some SRM brawlers. Get in there. For DSA, I think losing Theta costs the match there, and that's what it's about sometimes. When you're ranged, you need to set up and control the caps. And even if it's hit scanning, essentially with an ER large or even a large laser, or PPCs are not the best for that sort of stuff, and just stop the cap point from being decapped. I think the cap, like you said, at Epsilon, and then around the back of Theta, I think that was the sealing deal right there for the GBKB boys right there.
Yeah, and like I said before the match, I think Team Two has a slightly easier job controlling Theta. So like we said, if GBKP can hold like these locations, this triangle here, make it hard for DSA to break into. Sure that they can go this rotation here to probably get some kills up the top of the ramp, but they
Yep.
found that was not a great idea, so they backed out of that one pretty quick.
I think Sean kind of realised that once he stuck his head around the corner and realised there was three mechs there, that it was a bit of oh dear, oh Jesus moment. I probably shouldn't go around that corner anymore. So he backed out, and you know what? Pretty wisely too to do that. To realise that you're outnumbered, you're not going to win the trades, even if you're a brawler or skirmish against ERLs. If you're not going to win the trade, you pull back. That's some really smart play there, I think, right then.
Well, one of the good things about drop one and drop two, so drop two we saw, is that it's lighter tonnages. With the faster mechs in the field, you can disengage, you can back out, you can stick your foot in an area and go, you know what, is this alright, is this good, bad, no, get out of there. So in later drops we'll see a lot bigger mechs, bigger guns on the field, maybe some more punished mistakes or less opportunistic plays. But yeah, one of the great things of drop two is that you gotta people you can poke areas and things without getting deleted off the face of the earth. That's quite nice. It's some pretty interesting play, particularly on a map like Viridia, which has a lot of vertical, terrain as well as horizontal around corners and stuff. So pretty diverse map for fast, light, jumpy mechs.
I agree, man. It is a very question of, do you bring a lot of jump jetty brawl slash backstabbing light, to counter that light, that Nike mid to long range sort of skirmish, or do you just go for the full in balls deep brawl? You know, it is if you set up the range as Team One, you've got so many points, like you pointed out on the map, to do that covering fire. But Team Two definitely has that advantage to cover Theta early, and I think GBKP took a good advantage of that match. Actually, really, really good advantage. Even though there was 3 fights going on at once, all over the joint. And mate, if we were on their comms, I think there'd be some pretty hectic calls going on of who was shooting what, and there were a little bit of panic because I know what
Yeah.
my comms are like when that sort of stuff happens when there's 3 fights going on at once. But you know, I think the end result there, GBKB did a well. Look, they earned that win by controlling the caps. So if you're going to do that, then on Conquest, mate, you deserve the win.
Right, let's talk about the next one. So, Forest
Oh
Colony
yeah.
Conquest. Drop 3, we've got a few different mechs this time. We've got 3 mediums, 4 heavies, 1 85-ton assault, the command mech. You get the bonus, rep points if you can kill the other command mech and keep yours alive. So, a little bit different method of getting the bonus, whereas the last two were just kill 5. Now it's, assassinate one mech and keep yours being dead. So, tell us what we expect to see on Forest Colony.
You know what? I hate this map.
I can't say I'm a particular fan of it either, but we're shoutcasting it, so we got to talk
You
about
know
it.
what? Not that I hate this map. It is the hardest map I think out of all of these maps to plan. You know, everyone goes, "Oh, polar or this or that or what do you do?" I actually think Forest Colony is the hardest map to plan on because as Team Two, if you're going to go ranged, you can set up quite easily anywhere around here, right? So that's not too bad. But as Team One, you've got 2 options. You've got come through here or come through here. So if Team 2 set up quickly and take Theta early and have the Overwatch, you've got problems. Whereas Team 1, if you brawl push, you're also then pushing into a firing line, you know?
Yep,
It,
yeah,
it,
that
it's
happened. Yep.
oh yeah, I've seen that happen a couple of times. Even as I was streaming the other night, the Div B guys, you know, the Team 2 set up perfectly, but the Team 1 could effectively be the aggressor depending on where the map point is. Now, I know from Team Two's point of view, if you have the long range, you can actually shoot down here to Kappa, right? And I think this is a key part of holding the map. If you can hold that Kappa point early and stop Team 1 from essentially back capping it through the back of the ship to Juliet 7, I think you've got a lot of map control. But it also depends on how much Overwatch you have on Theta. If it was me, I'd maybe put a couple of mechs up high, around the what we call it Ewok Village, I believe, in our unit, just above Sigma, or maybe across sort of Fox 7, um, and see what happens. You know, it will now then depend on where the DSA guys go. Do they go through the pass in G8 and push hard, or maybe they might go the water, mate, like out here? Do they go out here to I7 through the water and then move up to Hotel 7 and use the hills in Hotel 7 and Hotel 8? I would love to see that actually. If they did that tonight, I reckon I'd be pretty impressed.
Oh yeah, like Forest Colony has a few viable things to do. Big range, broad mix of both, attack and push even, and just you know, some teams like long walks on the beach. You can use your range, you can do whatever you want, take a nice turn in white there, I've just highlighted some key terrain features that you obviously teams trade from and push from, and you can see that in a way, kind of. Like, this is a bit of a loose uh, thing, but loose divided. But essentially, if I draw a green line here, the map's kind of divided like this. So you have those top 3 caps and the bottom 2, which are the water ones. So if you're out in the water, if you can have light mediums controlling Eps or Sigma, you can stay out in the water and just be fine. But
Yep.
if you know what I mean, like it's honestly, I often see like I think these 3 or those 2 get controlled. But we're loading in, so let's go do that thing.
Yeah, this map can go 2 ways, like you said. Do you control the water, or do you control like the forest area essentially through that sort of Fox 7, Fox 8, G7 area, or not? And I guess we'll find out in about maybe 2 minutes or
Yeah,
thereabouts. I'm actually looking forward to this map. This map always perplexes me because it is, like I said, the hardest map for me to work out when we do plan with our unit. Not that I do most of the planning, I just sit in and call the fucking drops that are called basically and get told what to do, which is good. You know, I'll call whatever I'm told with the plan. But it is the planning on this map that is the toughest part. How do you do it? How do you go about it? How do you control the map?
alright. So let's have a look at what mechs have been brought. DSA brought a Marauder 2C as the 85 tonner, and GBKP Pride have brought a Battlemaster 2C as their 85 tonner. Righto, let's have a look at the other mechs now. So, on DSA side, 3L large Cicada appears again. 3LPL Quick Draw, Gas Peep Timby, Laser Stormcrow, PPC Hellbringer, okay, Laser Marauder 2C, Laser Bomb Timby, and Brawl Griffin. What's the other side got?
Do you want to know what they've got on the other side, mate?
Sure, let me know. Hit me.
Full brawl. Full aggravated brawl.
Oh, triple ultra 10s on the Nike.
Excited, man. I'm excited.
Vipers,
I love
Daka
the brawl.
Daka. Oh, look at the onion.
Pride, they're gonna play aggressive, mate. They are SRMs, small pulse lasers, UAC 10s, big Daka. This is gonna be, if they can link up correctly and force the engagement, a great brawl. Oh, do you see what I see?
I see an onion with an LBX 20 and 4 ASRM 6.
I
You see the beach around the back.
Doing a bit of a backstep here.
Oi.
A bit of Greek action going on. They're going to come in behind here.
Go through the pass of Thermopylae here. It's a pretty narrow little path up here.
And this is either a really good move coming around the back or a really bad move. You know.
Oh, they're giving it a go far side.
Some people like to move through a choke and be choked, but I'm not sure this is going to work here. I'm not sure.
Look, hang on. If it does work, it'll be a first. So, I haven't seen a comp drop to this. The only time I've ever been in this area of the map's in scouting, and...
Dude, do you see this? They're coming up. Shrinboy has no idea what's about to crest on the hill here, which is brawl, and oh, he takes 10%, 15%.
This Viper is getting ripped. But they walk into the Daka line, and it's hello boys, we got some Daka on it. Like, yeah.
GBKP have absolutely no idea what's going on here.
The Ice Fred just got whacked.
Yep, the Ice Ferret's just been slapped in the face, another 15%, sorry, 12% there.
A bit more than that.
Oh, no more, 21%.
Yeah, he gone, mate, he gone.
Well, okay, so the Ferret's going for a run. We've
got
Fridge
run.
Viper going for a run, and...
the biggest sandwich ever. Yeah, the widest pincer in, competitive drop history.
Yeah, this is great. I'm liking this. You know what? This is all over the joint. People are shooting people. There's no focus fire going on. There's a bit of panic on both Comstar. I think both TSs right now, there is panic. There is some serious panic going on here. The DSA guys now are actually setting up a bit of a firing line, and GBKP are kind of locked into a bit of a corner here against the hill, and this is a really bad spot because you cannot rotate your armor or rotate out easily against a firing line spread out 500 meters across the map.
Well, you see the Eternal Havoc in the Onions going, you know what, I wanted some damage to this game, so can we push, guys? Can we push, please?
Yep.
And he's hugging this tree, just waiting for them to close in.
Timothy Shrimp is locked away. He's caught. Timothy Shrimp is caught out. He went from 42% to dead in 3 seconds.
Well,
so
that quick draw.
There.
That quick draw XL just got hacksawed by that Nike. And I mean, look, yeah. GBKP dropped 4 of their mechs behind this archway just to kill that guy. So, you know, while that's happening, look at the percentages for Ghost Bear. They're dropping faster than DSA's side.
Yeah.
But Ghost Bears are bringing it back.
Now,
so
here comes the range trades, and there's a lot of individual fights going on here. You know, we've got Remover trading with Padax, and we have LearnGod trading with K2V State. They need to focus fire here. Both teams need to focus their fire and solidate the win.
So Cap's now
back capped. Okay.
Yep, Cap's now going into Ghost Bear's favour with the Epsilon back cap in progress.
Okay, so GBKP moving up. They've had enough.
The Onion.
Looks like they've had enough of this.
The Onion is going, yeah, nah, mate, let's just push it. And look at this. We have Onion versus whatever that fella is. Action happening.
No, they've said absolutely stuff this in the bucket. We're done. We are going to push this. And
we've tanked. He's tanked down to 40% before going down. Padax is going to drop, though. Padax will drop very soon. So it's going to be a bit of a trade here, 75 tons each way. Remover's doing alright back there, even though he's messed up.
LearnGod is actually doing quite a bit of work here in his large pulse. It's going to be interesting to see his damage numbers here, I think, at the end of the match. He's using the tree. He's using his cover very well.
His left torso is crit, though. And that usually is an XL build. It doesn't always have to be, but...
Oh, it is. It's 5 large pulse. That's got to be XL.
Usually.
There's no way he can't be. Oh, you'd hope so. Otherwise, you're a little bit too hot.
He just goes crazy. Sean Kerenskov is moving up in his timber. This could be his last move of this match.
This could be last hurrah for Sean. I think so. Yeah, he's done.
Igor is 2 kills each.
He's a
On the
good
left
entertainer,
side, so DSA's left side coming in, we got the Cicada. Oh, sorry, Griffin 3M coming on the left side.
DSA have a great firing line set up here, mate.
Yeah.
Like it is one guy pushing in after another.
Well, the Row 2C for DSA are going to get double halved, it looks like, and they're going to lose their command mech, and there he goes.
Ooh,
The 85
there
tonner
goes-
is
yep,
down for DSA.
Yep, he's done. He's
Then
done.
the 4th cap as well, Gamma getting taken, so even if Ghost Bear get ripped up, they usually have enough caps
Yeah,
to
we've got
close it out.
2 guys doing the back capping here. Actually, you know what? Pretty good move from Ghost Bear Kodiak Pride here. Back capping and actually being able to win the fight 2 mechs down. I'm impressed. Right now, I'm really impressed with what they've been able to do here. DSA have lost the advantage just a little bit by not pushing when they had the brawl
Now,
advantage.
Lemgo's got to be careful. He's at 49%, and he is cherry red in the left torso. Yeah, if he
Red
gets,
Out should die.
he's pushing. Lemgo's just still pushing though. They're gonna get
Should
the.
die. Come on, Lamb God. Come on, do something. Do something here.
Oh,
Outie man.
Is
Outie
he gonna-
man's coming in behind here.
Is he gonna get shot?
Got some back shots. Got some back shots here. Oh, double
Ramdout
kill.
goes
Bang,
down.
bang.
Remove obstacles is down too.
Come on, Vex.
But
Turn
this,
around.
but this Battlemaster is gonna live it,
Oh,
and
Outie
Battlemaster's
goes down.
living.
Nice.
What's this Cicada gonna do? Is he gonna? Cicada's just gonna.
Cicada can do it. Come on.
He's focusing on Nike,
Oh.
and that is game. Goes for Kodiak
Ooh.
Pride taking and keeping their command mech alive. Well done.
Really well done, actually. I'm surprised Lermgod lived as long as he did. If he's not Excel, I'll be very surprised with the 5 large pulse build. If not, he's really slow. The comment on those damage numbers. Wowee.
Oh,
Wow.
mate.
Wow.
Look, you know, there's 2 ways to kill a mech. One is the efficient way, and there's this way. And
Yep.
6 kills, 879 from Vex Lemgod with 939. My goodness. This explains the percentages we saw. A lot of mechs are down to the 40% before carking it. You know, really mass numbers of those 2 mechs.
You look at the team though, like Shrinboy and 50-50 pulling out early, only doing 33-47 to go for
Well, they
the
went
caps.
capping, so they really won
And-
the match, or at least not won the match, but they forced the engagement to be in their favour at all times. They're like, you know what, we're in control. We're going to force DSA to get out of their comfort zone, their range. They have to move. They can't just run away and halt and pull back range. They need to, you know, be aggressive on data and the other points. Those mediums did a good job, but massive damage out of those 2. Look at DSA side, getting out to 4, 536 in the Mora 2C. You know, doing the good old Captain's Hall in that there, and you know, a couple of Nike is in the 400s too for DSA. So big high damage scoring match there. Now let's have a look
That's
what
crazy.
the
6
points are.
kills, 900 damage, man. That is really well done. I actually thought that match was going to go DSA's way. I'm surprised and shocked at the same time that the match was turned the way it went. Great match, really intense, really good. A lot of single one-on-one fights, a lot of trading going on, and we saw the win of the traders right there.
Right, oh yeah, and look, that wide flank, I mean, it's pretty unique. You don't often see that, and look, from what we saw, I think it was viable-ish for the match they played. It's definitely different. So just look at the map here, you know, going all the way around the outside here, up the
Yeah.
beach, going up this side, I think they end up coming up, and getting a line over the back of Theta this way, while the other lot came up this way, with most coming through the pass near Theta, and just that one quick draw that got wiped out, coming
Mate,
underneath
it was
the...
crazy. Like that strategy is crazy, and you know what? It won. Not that it did win, but it could have won because it was crazy. Like they did not expect that. Schwinboy got caught with his pants around his ankles right then and there, and if they had secured that kill right then, I think that could have changed the match. What do you
Oh,
think?
mate, yeah. Look, you know, the fact that Viper and Ice Ferret were the ones that ended up spotting it for Ghost Bear was very fortunate. If it was like a Night Gear with its back turned, that was the first thing encountered, yeah, it'd be huge. Because, like, because there's a Viper and Ice Ferret over there, they're probably going, look, they're probably looking to do a Y cap, you know, like, I'm not sure even why they're over there, honestly. Unless they were planning to maybe go back the other way, for like a Super Y cap on the Eps or something. I have no idea. But just that Ice
It
Ferret...
was all over the place. It was literally all over the place. I wasn't even watching the caps until halfway through when you mentioned it. And you know, you look at them, they're back capped Gamma and they're back capped Epsilon. So even if the GBKP boys lost to DSA or DSA pushed in, they still had a 4 cap advantage, probably towards the 3/4 point of that match, which is actually quite a big advantage when you think it's an Ice Ferret. That is a bloody fast and bloody tanky fridge. That thing is a really good mech. I think it's underrated for what it can do.
I mean, it is Friday night in Australia, and you know most people will be running for the fridge.
Well, actually, speaking of, I'm going to take a quick couple of minutes to go get another beverage. If you want to maybe run through the next map strat, and we'll launch in 2 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. Alright.
Beautiful.
So speaking of coldies, let's look at Frozen City. Alright, how do I do this thing? Alright, here we go. Yes, I know how to run this. Frozen City. Cold map. Does stuff. So, oh, map strat. Work for me. Anyway. On this one, the alpha spawn of Team 2 is nice and close to getting lines for the dropship. And this little place here, that little fellow there. They got a few little spots there. You can just get really good lines across map. If you send a light through here, or you can go around, doesn't even matter where you send a light. You get 2 caps off the bat, and then these guys will get 2 caps off the bat too. So, as you can see, there's a pretty big divide from this side of terrain like this. Oh, it kind of goes weird at the bottom here. And this way, yeah, does that. Fair enough, close enough, something like this. Alright. With the middle area being a bit of like a no man's land. So, you can either get your 2 points faster than they can and make their a no man's land, or have one of your little lights, strap a helmet on them, go, mate, I need you to get data. They go, you sure, mate? Yep. And they just do it. And they may die horribly, but that's part of the fun. So expect to have a lot of lights pressuring data and pressure that cap with cover fire from the whole team. So yeah, that's what we're probably gonna look for. Now, in terms of builds and stuff, you can push here. Like there's some interesting lines to take. You've got what's a color I haven't used yet. I know that sound.
Oh, I'm back, mate. I am.
Yeah, no
I'm
worries.
back. I'm ready to rock and roll. Yep.
Bridges
Sorry.
here, you got bridges there. There are some paths so you can push to and from upper lower, like the 2 sides of the city in. You go this way, you know, that's pretty covered. Or even you go the good old wide path up there. You see that pretty common in Pug Queue. You cut across here, a little short cut. But failing that, you're just gonna see a bunch of people at like stupid range of larges that just buck off at each other for about 5 minutes until the light sticks to the data.
Dude, I'm looking at your map strat, and holy shit, what the hell happened in the last 2 minutes? Right, okay, this is going to be an interesting drop if this is what happens with their strategies. I like it.
Color code, we got green for terrain, we got blue and red for the cap control and maybe trade locations, and purples for the lights. Like, you know, light pilots are an interesting breed. They're either crazy, nuts, or temporary. So, yeah, usually on data here, it's like, gig out one of your lights and go, mate, see that fine line of doom? I want you to, like, just stand in a square right in front of that. Cheers, mate. No worries.
Ah, I like it. Yeah, see, I don't know about you, but I think that that theta early cap is key. It can be key, not always, but it can be the key. Can be.
I mean, I have seen a bunch of teams, like, try to go, you know what? Yeah, we're team 2, but who cares? We're going to send our lights on the EPS and just attack it anyway, because we can. Like, EPS, if the trade line's over here, near the front, EPS is actually like 600 meters away from the trade line, so you can't snag it. And, likewise on the other side, if you sneak up the back here, Kappa is actually pretty far away from the trade location as well. Trade locations being this dropship here, maybe in front of it slightly, but back here's got some pretty good ones too. So, you might see the lights run on the outside, run on the center. I think, honestly, there's going to be 2 things that are going to decide this one. One, how well the big mechs trade armor. Okay, so see who can crit the other person open or get some picks on the heavies assaults. Yep. Or 2, the light play. Those are 2 things that are really going to decide the match. What do you reckon?
I want to see a brawl push, man. I want to see just tonight, just someone get in there and just be balls to the wall aggression. I love that sort of stuff. None of this rangy, pokey stuff. I know that's your sort of style. We got 228 guys, and our style
is
sort
of
more brawling. Like we like to get in there and have fun, and that is what this match is, and this game is. You can play what you like and how you want to play, and you can either go really, really well or not so well.
Yeah.
But it depends.
These guys are ready, so
yeah,
we can hit it.
All right, the guys are locked into to lobbies. Some interesting splits with the lobbies, actually, the Lancers. So I think we're going to see a bit of a cap game early. I think, to be honest, this could be good.
Well, even brawl pushes can be underpinned by a strong cap game. Like, even a brawl push, sometimes you want to get a cap or 2 just to have that just to get the pressure off a bit on the caps. So, you know,
The map, like you said, this map definitely depends on caps and pushing engagement, of which we saw on Viridian Bog massively. That was a very, very key thing right there, and DSA got caught out basically by GPKP capping.
well, given what DS has been running so far tonight, I think a range game is probably what we're going to expect out of them. Although GBKP, I reckon they might have some DPS, like you're saying, might have DPS. Maybe not a full brawl rush, maybe, but it has some sort of DPS to sustain it.
I think mixed deck for GPKP is my guess. Maybe not full brawl, but maybe more a skirmish match.
Oh, hang on a second. Let's have a look at this. Alright, so for DSA, Gas Peep Kodiak, large Hunchback, Cheetah, Gas Peep Kodiak again for the duplicate, Gas large Nokia, Large Pulse Cicada, not the ER one, and a SRM Splat Jenner.
Do you want to know what I see?
Yes, I do. Run it.
We've got an Atlas 7S on Ghost Bear Kodiak.
Oh,
right.
mate.
Oh, baby,
Mate.
I'm loving this. I'm loving the Atlas. I started my MechWarrior online in my Founders Atlas, and I played that thing for 6 months because I was so persistent. But anyway, we'll get back to the point. Kodiak 3, Huntsman Prime, Timberwolf, Nike, Jenna 2C, Spider, and a Griffin 3.
And look at GPKP's movement. They're like, you know those trade positions? Screw that.
Stuff it.
Just like, you see those blue guys over there? Let's just press W at them and just, say hello.
Oh, this is what I wanted to
Shots
see.
in, though.
One drop this night was all about the brawl. Now, this is going to depend because all of GPKP's mechs are basically brawl. The Nike is actually, again, UAX, and I believe the Kodiak is also UAX with ER small, which is an interesting choice of build. I'd go for a faster engine, personally, and on this sort of map it would make a difference. But they've got a slow Atlas, so it's actually a very
Oh, there's a Cicada, though. The Spider working him over. Look at that. Look at the leg being crit already.
Oh, it's on. Wow.
It's on. Look.
Jesus.
There's action.
Hey, Canna, don't do that again. Don't do that again, son. You're in trouble.
Yeah, that Cicada has learnt a lesson today. Don't get messed up by brawl lights, because those lights are both brawly. That's a splat jumper.
He's like an American smoker in Australia. He is pumping out smoke all over the place right now. He's in trouble.
Yeah, you see the text right now?
Very careful. Now we've got some big range trading going from DSA. Basically doing a.
They're trying to cross over there, but they left their summoner behind.
Oh, I think is the summoner brawler?
He's dual PPCs, man.
Oh, gee, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
I haven't worked out how to.
So I think this Audi just had a wrong parking spot. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's Carter. 53%. Audi man is. Oh, they've realised that they're split up. They've realised GBKP are on. The Dakar Kodiak is doing some serious punishment here. Eternal Havoc is chasing Audi man like a fucking dog would chase the bloody postie bike. Oh, this is crazy. It is on. I'm loving it. I'm loving the brawl push here. But Audi man's not dead. Come on, guys. Don't stop. Don't stall, guys. Come on. Don't stall. Keep going. Keep pushing. Oh, dear. Oh, see, now DSA are taking over now. They've actually got the range. They've got the range here. GPKP, I think, have actually been caught out by the DSA rotation here. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Some really good rotation happening here by GBKP. Looks like they're lining up for another push to kill these DSA guys. But DSA's gotten out there alive somehow.
I'm not sure how. Look, Audi man, in all honesty, mate, I am shocked he lived through that. He's looking at 46%. He's taken an absolute shellacking to every single part of his mech. And now GPKP, I think, are reassessing here and working out, well, what the hell do we do now? We're a brawl push, and we've got to now cross 1,000 meters into some range trade. Oof, this is hurting.
Well, look, I mean, the push is reset. They're like, okay, we swapped places. Now what?
I tell you what, and I know from experience, being a brawl push style of unit, this is the communications where your comms go, what the hell do we do now? We're in some deep trouble. I'll say some more figurative words. Oh!
The Spider gets dropped.
Who was he? He's in the low ground, and he got picked off by large. Yeah, right.
Well, the kill actually went to a Nike, so they probably was a dual Gauss, maybe.
I think so. I think at this point, you kind of look at yourself and go, well, We haven't got the caps. We haven't got the advantage. Well, we got the advantage on the armor. Okay, so they've actually done a. Ben and Audi Man, look at their percentages, right? They're basically 50% mix. There is a couple of mix that are some reasonable health here. I think what they need to do right now, and I hate to say it, is Mad Cat needs to suicide. He needs to go out there and tank and just take the absolute beatdown that DSA are going to give with their long range, and let their other mechs like their Dakar Kodiaks and their lights get in there and
Here we go. It's on, boys.
Here we go. Right on cue. Twist, Mad Cat, twist. That's it. He's twisting. Yeah. Oh, look at that, man. He's twisting like a boss.
He's got that left side now. Right side's 43%. Still has all of his weapons.
That
is
is
the
how
20.
you pilot an Atlas, gentlemen.
There he
right
goes.
There, everyone viewing, that's how you pilot the Atlas. You twist like a boss.
And hold the W key down. That's a very important step.
You don't, oh no, you don't stop. Coleman stopped. Coleman stopped around the. Oh dear, this is going to be in trouble. Sean's moving over.
Yeah, they held the momentum through. Lermgo goes down. That's the both assaults. This could be bad. I think DSA's got this one. And how they manage a brawler. This is really how it's going to go. Can they pick up these last few? Bit of team damage going in there.
Oh, Eternal's coming in the back. He's turned their mechs around. Eternal's actually turned two of the mechs around here. They're not sure where the hell the Gen 2C's gone. Oh, and Vex gets a kill because of it.
One goes down. It's 4 kills to 1 in favour of DSA.
We've got a light fight going on down here with the Dakar Kodiak and Vex and I Die Easy. We've got a fight going on the back over here with Eternal Havoc and Coleman against Mr. Paddox, Anti, and KTV, whatever the hell his bloody name is, which I can't pronounce. And Audi Man is coming in the back of Vex down low there. I think the Nike's in trouble. He might get a kill. No, I Die Easy gets Vexed before Vex gets Audi Man.
And Paddox gets himself.
Hang on, what happened there? Paddox
blew himself up. Yep.
Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. That is not what you want to do in a comp match. Eternal is really trying to work here, and that's wowee, wow, man.
Good job, DSA.
Ooh yeah, DSA, well done. That was a good pullback. That drop, really well done. They countered that range drop, I think, perfectly. To be honest.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at the numbers here. The Atlas, as expected. The damage taken stat is not on the board, otherwise that'd be lovely to see. But we see Rebbed out in the 3-year large high-spec 4P, using that nice quirks, doing well for the medians, but bigger scores from K2V Save and Mr. Paddox in the Nike and Kodiak, putting out over 600. Nice job to them. And also Cicada 3M getting out of there alive in the top 418.
Eternal doing some serious work there, man. 557 in a Gen 2C. I think is an absolute bloody standout.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, he got in the back there, got some really good shots in. Yep. It wasn't enough to swing the match, and it did set up a nice kill for Vex on that Kodiak. But
you know what? It wasn't even enough to get the guy a kill. You know, throw a dog a bone, 557 damage. That guy deserves at least 1 kill, I reckon. You know, like it just tough going that match. Really, really tough going.
Yeah. So. DSA gets a win, which is great for them, and they also get the bonus because they obviously killed everything. So, excellent.
Oh, they didn't kill; they slaughtered that drop. Oh, I think they played really, really well. DSA, their ranged set up there was really, really well done. Although Aldi did get called out a little bit early in terms of that Dakar push, GBKP couldn't convert on that kill when they should have. I think that was definitely a defining moment, not killing off 1 or 2 mechs in that push. That maybe there's a bit of miscommunication on comms. I know that happens. We've been a part of that before, you know, where 1 or 2 mechs are not listening, and then you get caught out, and they didn't convert.
And looks like drops are 1 to 3 in favour. It goes back Kodak Pride going into the final drop, 525 rep against 1100. This isn't a 2-2, so I kind of want to refund. No, I'm kidding. This is been a great series of matches, and we'll see what happens in the end. It's good to see DSA's range play getting them a win. And we reckon what happened on Canyon. Let's bring the Canyon map up, hey?
Oh man, Canyon. Look, I called the Swamp Foxes strategy with was that Marine Max the other day, and I got that totally bloody wrong. In terms of what they might do or may do, so kind of wearing a little bit of egg on me face on that one. They all did full range, which I didn't expect. I was kind of hoping one to push the Epsilon corner. You know, that's what I want to see. I want to see one team get aggressive, be it Team 1 or Team 2, and just go basically balls to the wall, man. Just hit the W key, like you said earlier, and go for it. You know, go with an Atlas, lead with an Atlas D, because that is the pick of the bunch with the armor, I reckon, in terms of tankiness. Twist like a boss, and just go for gold, and you might do a bit of a Stephen Bradbury at the end.
Oh, mate, I think the idea for the Atlas is that the other guys fall over, not you, if you're going to do proper Stephen Bradbury there. But, you know, thinking about this match and what the mechs have been brought, we've got 4 assaults on each side, and you know what chassis hasn't come up yet in the assaults?
Now, what's that?
The of the 85 tonners on drop 3 brought it. We didn't even see it last drop. You know what mech we're missing, right? I'm hoping to see in this last one.
Well, it could be a more like MX-90, right? It could be maybe perhaps a Banshee, but I'm going to go with an absolutely wild bloody guess here that it might be a Stalker. Now, what do you think about that?
Oh, mate, I'm glad you asked. I think it's a brilliant pick for this map. I mean, you got...
Get stuffed. A Stalker. Really get stuffed.
Mate, I'm shoutcasting. It's got to come up at least once, alright? Seriously. We're drop 5, we've got all the assaults to the field. Like, honestly, though, I'm expecting dual Kodiak 3s. If you want to Dakar it up, Mauler's great. You kill a couple of Dakar options too in there. Even at 6 AC2s on a Mauler, that's pretty fun. Yeah, it gives you longer range. You want to range it up and have DPS. You know, Dakar's always good for that. Do you reckon we'll see Dakar, or do you reckon like more laser boat Gauss?
Ooh, dude, I reckon this is going to be I reckon it's a tough call, to be honest. In all honesty, I'm not sure what the hell is actually going to happen here, to be honest. We've seen DSA go range, right? So if they're going to favour the range trade, and GBKP have had a lot of brawly skirmishy tonight, so I hope they don't bring a slow mech like a Mauler, like for a brawly push. If they do that, I think that might bring them unstuck. But that said, DSA could bring a MX-90 and work really, really well with it, because a slow trader is good at long range.
Well, Canyon's a very balanced map. In fact, you look at the cap points, it creates like a plus sign. So I mean,
Yes.
that's a plus. Anyway, it's Theta's that's bang in the middle, and it's usually the most contested one. You've got these two pillars, and you've got this ramped area around it. And it's kind of at the top of 2 ramps going opposite directions too. So it's a very symmetrical and rotational symmetry there. And really, most teams will be able to control 2 of the outer caps. Obviously, the home caps being pretty straightforward, and then you see lights fighting over the other ones. With 4 assaults, 2 heavies, and 2 lights, I mean, you have 6 slowies, and you got 2 fast ones. So Kappa and Eps, at least the early part of the game, it's just going to be only 2 mechs that can cap both of those points, really. Unless you bring like just something crazy like a linebacker or something. But
Yep. Linebacker. It's like that's like something you shouldn't mention,
well, if you're thinking about linebackers, like you can go full hammer, just go executioner, gargoyle, just go like
I'll go balls to the wall. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's what I want to see. I want to see one of these teams just tonight. GBKP tried to pull off the brawl push on Frozen, which is maybe not the best map to do it. This map though, yes.
Well,
bring
hey,
bring it.
Can I say that I mourn the loss of old Frozen City?
I love the old Frozen City, man.
Like, even if it wasn't in rotation, just as a lobby option, just for lobbies, for 8v8s, for MRBC, maybe not for quick play, but just for like lobbies, so we can just go, you know what? Hey, here's one map where brawling is legit, and just go nuts.
Do we start something tonight? Hashtag bring back Broken City.
Mate, it's not. We didn't start it. It's
Brokeback Mountain, but that's not right either.
No,
bring back the old Broken City. We need to work out a shortcut for that, and maybe we petition PGI and get that back, because I love that map too, man. That was one of my favourite maps in the game.
Righto, for DSA,
where are we?
Captain Alter 4 Quad LBX 10s, 2 more Ultras Meads, Marauder, Ultras Large Pulse, Gas Peeps, the other Kodiak 3, which is the Jeep, Splat Jenner, Laser Cheetah, a Atlas S, Audi Man, and Gas Peep Nokia. What do the other lot have?
Right, so we have a very interesting mix over on the GBKP side. So we've got the Banshee is actually our largest, which is very, very interesting. One of the Kodiaks is Dakar, the other Kodiak is Gas Peeps. So we've got basically a mixed deck here of brawl and long range, or mid skirmish range as well. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this kind of mixed deck. I'm not sure, but Everyone's headed Epsilon. Oh, see, this is what I love. The Epsi push. The only problem is we've got two guys that are really, really out of position at the back here. The Kodiak 3s are not where they need to be to receive this push through Epsilon at all
Well,
from GBKP.
one of them is pretty close. Like, with a nice line, Sean's not in a bad position there. Where he has, can get lines on the Atlas right now if he wants to. So, Audi Man leading the charge now. So, it's interesting. DSA
the push.
bringing the
Push
Atlas.
is on. The Atlas is not... Oh, is the Atlas going to W key or not?
It looks like he's planted it.
I think he is. He's committing. You know what? DSA here have got a little bit of a good ball going on. They've still got two mechs though. Look out the back there towards Kappa. They've got two mechs on their own, but by the same token, GBKP also have two mechs out their own out the back as well. So
Strike misses target, and damages aren't as high as you'd expect.
Just dropped down in the channel. He's out of action.
GBKP are chopping down. No, this isn't good.
They're out of action.
Oh, mate, you don't want to be in an ear large Banshee when you're on Game Brawler.
If Mad Cat doesn't drop down right now, he's about to be in some serious trouble. Oh, the brawl's on!
It's on, boys!
Here we go. We've got Kodiak 3 on Timberwolf. What do we have? Banshee in the middle there with ER Larges, not really conducive to 200 meters. Sean Karenskov in the Kodiak 3 trying to do some work on Bankana. Ben lands an awesome shot on him. Coleman Rendar's dropped down in the channel. That's going to hurt.
Karenskov taken out by Bankana.
Yeah, he did.
Vex and Executioner's crit.
Vex is in trouble. The Atlas.
There he goes.
Atlas 7S, yeah. Atlas 7S, man. Packs a punch. We've got 50-50 and a Hellbringer. He's ranged. He's large pulse and I think small lasers, actually. Interesting build. Coleman down in the trench. Mad Cat down in the trench. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt GBKP if DSA push over the hill right now. We've got the Banshee down low, which... Oh, sorry, no, the Banshee's up high.
Kodiak's down low. And he's dead.
Oh, here comes Audi Man, the Atlas. He's doing some work, man. He's doing some work. Oh, good twisting, Lerm God there. Good twisting. Yeah, he's got some torso twisting going on. The
Atlas is still alive. He's just going to drop in there and go, you know what? Trying to kill stuff. I mean, that Genesis might sacrifice him though, but he's got Jenna and Jenna splat fight happening around the Atlas's feet.
No, you're right. The little Jenna's keeping it busy, and oh, look, Audi Man goes down. Actually,
Atlas goes down.
Yeah, he goes down. Yep, and Lerm goes down too. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, look at the action. Oh, there's so much action.
Do you cap at this point or not? But,
oh mate, I think you just got to win the fight. Forget the caps. There's too much fight going on.
No. You can't even get out of here. The Locust is stuck in the middle of the brawl. Wow-wee. Wow.
But at this point, you wouldn't want to even leave the fight. You just want to make sure your team comes out more alive mechs than the bad guys. That's what you want.
Yep, I agree.
Like, forget the caps. Like,
come on, Trim Boy. Get another 5 damage, 10 damage in there in that Locust. Don't stop. Oh, he overheated.
He can get the timber.
He pays the price.
He doesn't quite get the Marauder, so the Marauder lives, giving DSA a unanswered bonus.
Dude. Oh, wow. That was like an AFL Grand Final right there. I love it.
Mate, this has more fights than the AFL Grand Final. More like a State of Origin.
We don't see any fights in the AFL these days. They're all a bunch of pussies.
Is he a State of Origin?
Oh, well, not really, Victorian. We don't pay attention to that sort of stuff.
Queenslander!
Righto. Wow.
Numbers.
Okay.
Mr. Paddocks.
Yeah,
Let's look at it.
Man. Yeah.
Mr. Paddocks topping it out, near on 600. And, you know, good job to Shockers. He actually died first. I believe Captain 4 did, sorry. But no, he did a really good job staying alive, getting damage out. Marauder 2CA doing excellent with the Dakar. Looking at the GBKP side, you know, Mad Cat 1 with that 415 in the Kodak. He dropped down low, got some range, just kept putting shots on the mechs on top of the ridge. They're doing well there. But the spread, seriously, like hardly anyone in the 100s. Okay, most people 200-300 plus, so you know everyone shooting stuff on the field there. So good job, DSA. You get the bonus as well, and it's going to be a 3-2 finish, which is nice and close. DSA definitely favouring the heavier drops, and GBKP the lighter ones.
That was good. That was a really, you know what? I think JBKP maybe were a little bit caught off there by DSA. They've played ranged all night tonight, and you know what? They went for the brawl. They went balls to the wall in the last push, and it worked. It really worked. I'm just going to try and get some guys in for a quick debrief in a channel. So just give me a couple of minutes, and I'll try and rope some people in.
Righto. So, Hope you enjoyed tonight. The final scores are 875 rep to 1200. In favour of Ghost Bear Kodak Pride. Really good matches. Excellent. This is an awesome Division B match. We're up to week 3, so about halfway through the season. Actually, I think for Division B, it's not even halfway yet. So, yeah, awesome games. Really happy with how that's gone. We've got Mr. Paddocks here. How you going?
Hey. Oh, very good. Pretty good after that last drop.
Yeah, nice comeback in the drops 4 and 5 there. So going into tonight, what was your plan? Was it planned to run range all night, or?
Yeah, very much. Our plan was to just try and confuse the shit out of them. And it kind of worked, but we couldn't pull it off.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey guys.
Okay, Sean, how you going?
Good. How are you guys doing tonight? Thanks for streaming, by the way. Do appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
no
you
worries.
guys for playing. Look, without just sort of setting it up right now, without sort of having you guys to play, mate, we wouldn't have anything to bloody stream or shoutcast, So it's about you guys, win or lose, getting involved with it. And thank you guys, really. Without the players, we've got nothing to do.
Yeah, I
that's
absolutely love playing. And we've played DSA before, Patex and our team. We've had some good fun together.
So, let's go to drops real quick. Drop 1, Polar. Let's start with Paddocks. So what was the go with the ER larges? Nice big spread out pattern. What was your thought process behind that?
Well, I mean, our plan was basically to, excuse the airplane overhead if you can hear that. Our plan was to just, split our team into 2 and attack them from either side. So with the range, we were hoping to force them into pushing one group or the other, thus vacating the domination point or leaving it relatively unguarded for the other 4 mechs to move up, take it. If they didn't leave any mechs on there, that leaves them vulnerable for fire on their backs as they charge down, by the team.
That was fire on the backs, man. Good idea. I like it.
But we couldn't quite pull it off.
Yeah,
we
Sean,
need to practice that a bit. It was a bit of a
drop 1, like
kind of decision.
what'd you feeling as you saw all these blue lasers come out of nowhere, all over the map? Like,
well, you know what? Everyone runs short range ballers on. I was like, no one's gonna run long range, and then they did.
And so
I think maybe they had the same sort of idea that we did.
So Sean, what was your reaction to seeing the drop deck?
Totally not what we were expecting. We were gonna put a couple of mechs up on Overwatch, post everybody down low, and wait to see what side they broke on. To be honest, it kind of threw us off our game for a bit, but when we realized they were spread, we
I interrupt
kind of
for 1
focused on
sec?
the side.
Did you shit your pants when you saw large lasers?
No, we didn't.
No?
We
Nice.
expect somebody
well
to.
Done. Well done.
Well, no, we expect people to come long range on Polar, and to be brutally honest, we're mostly a brawler group for the most part. We like our Novas.
Well, you guys did really well.
SRMs too.
Look, against that sort of range deck and coordination from the, it's great when Jay and I are looking from the bird's eye view to sort of see that, you know what I mean? Like you're sort of looking down and you can see more than what's going on. It was interesting to see the movements and the long range versus the short range and the crazy brawl. Everything was grouse. Loved it. Great entertainment.
Oh no, and I'm really looking forward to catching this stream on the other side so I can see
Look
the
forward
bird's
to
eye
the
view.
rematch as well.
Yeah, well, that's the great thing at MRBC. You get to play each other in the end. So, like, look at covering some of the later drops. Were there any drops like particularly that stand out to you? Like any moments? There here's from where we were sitting, but just want to hear from you guys. Sean, you go first. Any moments that were like, wow, that was full on.
I want to say, what was it? Drop 2 or 3 where Vex was out of control. He ended up getting, I think, 6 kills in one of our matches.
Oh, that was Forest Colony, man. He just like unleashed.
We were really caught off guard in Forest Colony, and very happy with how the team pulled that out. Lerm God was calling for us, did an awesome job of pulling people in and out, back and forth, and getting them into a cohesive group again. Truly set, team truly set him and Vexed up for some great opportunities that they took full advantage of, obviously. Good tough match though. Man, we weren't expecting what we got on that one.
It looked like it from the map positions and repositioning. You know what? We didn't expect it either. I've never seen someone go around that side of the map ever. And you know what? Great bloody tactic.
No, I mean we were surprised that we thought they were coming through the little little tunnel space there because we were taking fire from there early, and then all of a sudden everybody was off on our left.
Yeah.
Totally caught us off guard.
So, what was your Ice Ferret and Viper saying? Can you repeat what they said when they saw the push?
I don't think I can repeat that. Didn't
have the words "oh" and maybe sheet, like cotton sheet in the middle of there, maybe.
Yeah, there were some entertaining comments during a couple of the matches here.
Great,
Yeah,
great
nice.
stuff.
To be honest,
And you know what? You guys pulled off the
DSA
win
cut
there.
us up. They
You
cut
pulled
us
off
up
the win
really
there.
hard last matches.
Yeah, that last push there on the final match, like you saw the W key, you saw the W key on the Atlas. Just you know what? Just got a quick question, Paddocks. Did your Atlas part just pry the S key off his keyboard?
No, but I'm gonna enforce that as a rule.
Right,
There's no S key.
That is how you do it, man. Like
you heard it here first.
you'll listen to the stream and watch the stream later, and I was just hoping someone at some point would just go W all the way through and just power in. And after playing range for 4 drops, it was good to see you guys change it up for drop 5.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we're a brawler team. Like, we just want to try something different, and yeah, I think we did that tonight.
So you sort of thought your last drop, you would maybe go try range for the other 4 drops, and then go brawlish for the last. Was that the thought, or?
Yeah, I mean, Canyon, it's a small map. Like, there's not that much poke you can do. With 4 assaults.
We totally didn't anticipate you guys steamrolling.
And so before tonight, like DSA, did you have a range deck prepared for Canyon, and was it like end of drop 4, screw this, suppress the W? Is that what happened between the drops?
Yeah, I mean, we always plan to have the Atlas in the front. Soaking up the damage by the Kodiaks coming in behind it. So it was always a mixed deck, bit of short range, bit of medium range. But yeah, all W.
No worries. Well, probably start closing out soon. So, Sean, is there anything you want to say to the viewers, to us, to like people watching the stream or recording later on, or particularly DSA?
Well, to DSA, obviously, we say absolutely thank you for the games. We're looking forward to the rematch. We enjoyed playing it last year, and we hope we're going to play you many years into the future here. To the viewers and whatnot at large, by all means, get in MRBC, man. Have some fun with this. This is great play. This is great fun, and you may not think you're good enough, but you'll get better.
You know what? Right now, we actually have 70-odd viewers on the stream for Oceanic, which I think is pretty bloody good for you guys.
I'd just like to say one of those is my
done.
mother. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mr. Paddocks' mum. So, Mr. Paddocks, what would you like to say, to the viewers, to the other competitors, and of course your family?
Oh, well, I hope everyone enjoyed our strange and wonderful tactics. Feel free to try them. The trademarks, I'd like a commission on that. Well played, GBKP, and it's always good playing you guys.
We feel the same.
We'll see you next time.
Yep, we're looking forward to it.
Righto, well done, guys. Well, that's going to do it for the stream tonight, and catch more action out on MRBCleague.com and on the Outreach HPG. There's all manner of different things. Someone watching the stream can link it all in the chat. There's also Discord as well, so you can catch up with anything MRBC related. And we'll hopefully do more shoutcasts in the future. As my second cast, I think Ash is yours second. Is it?
Yeah, man, this is my second cast tonight, and going by the little Twitch feed over the side here. We make a pretty bloody good team, mate. So thank you to DSA, GBKP, and our 75 odd viewers tonight. Really, really appreciate it. And bloody hell, who knows what's going to happen next week? We might do another one.
Oh snap! There's like a bit over a dozen people, drunk people in 228 TeamSpeak. Some fried shenanigans.
I'm looking at that right now, and they're all messaging me going, "Get down here," So maybe
fried
we need to wind this up.
Yeah, probably. Righto, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been a blast.
Beautiful.
Thanks
guys.
again for the
Cheers.
stream, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good one, mate.
You guys too. Enjoyed it.